A Napa guy knows not to judge a man by his car's multicolored paint job or absence of modern gadgetry. Who cares if it's technically old enough to vote and the windows are powered by the strength of your left arm? Your monthly payment is zero, and it'll stay that way. Because with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. She may not be pretty, but she's all yours. That's Napa know-how.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good evening, folks, and thank you for tuning in with me once again to another edition of True Conservative Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It has been some time since I conducted a broadcast here on the Blog Talk Radio Network. And, of course, these shows are sporadic, folks, so if you would like to take part in the live broadcast and kick back and chat with us here in the chat room, and you want to call in to us live, please add me to your Twitter following. It is the quickest and fastest way to figure out when I'm going to conduct one of these live broadcasts. And the Twitter name to follow, folks, is Ghost Politics. All one word, no underscores. Ghost Politics is the name to follow on Twitter, folks. It's the easiest, quickest, fastest way to figure out when I'm going to conduct one of these sporadic broadcasts, folks. And once again, we have a good considerable amount of people already coming in. This is a random broadcast. I just booked it about 25 minutes ago, and lo and behold, we are on the air. I want to say big ups to everybody who's tuning in with me live. Y'all are definitely down for the cause and dedicated. Anyway, folks, this is episode number 171 for all the folks keeping track with the True Conservative Radio program. And, we got a lot to talk about here. There's just so much in the news, just nonstop action, if you will. And I guess that's the beautiful part about bringing this all together in this internet connection. This internet multimedia gathering of information and news, so to speak. But one of the things that really struck me, and it's probably one of the reasons why I came and conducted this broadcast, is this ridiculous Afghan president, Hamid Karzai, for all you folks that don't know who the Afghan president is. This piece of crap, for all you folks that are not familiar with international politics, and for all you idiots that are living underneath a rock and, playing with your pecker shaft, looking at pornography or whatever the hell you're doing, we have been at war in Afghanistan ever since 2001, latter part of 2001. And we have been conducting military operations in this region for purposes I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, at first we were supposed to go in there, get bin Laden, put his head on a platter so we can go, yay, we got him. And then it turned into, we're going to take this hunk of dirt, this pile of dirt out here in the region of Afghanistan. We're going to make it a democracy. All of a sudden it turned into that game. Yeah, we're going to turn it into a democracy. I mean, these people don't even have electricity. They don't even have running water. They don't even have a sewage system, nothing. And yet we're supposed to, turn them into a damn democracy out here. Like Starbucks are going to be at the corner of some Afghan village somewhere, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Buffalo Wild Wings is going to open up an outlet out there in Afghanistan. Ridiculous. And this is why I've been saying, folks, if you look back in the archive, I've been saying we need to get the hell out of Afghanistan. What the hell are we doing there? We're not doing anything there. All we're doing is wasting American lives for some cause. I have no idea what the end result, what the end goal is in this military operation. And yet we have an administration and a liberal regime insistent upon sending young men and women to die in this region. I don't even know what the objective is in Afghanistan. So I've been telling, we need to get the hell out of there. We have no business in Afghanistan. If we're going to go anywhere, we need to go into that Waziristan region, which is at the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan, because that's where all these damn jihadists are kicking back, eating goat or whatever the hell. But we're, doing that with drones right now. We're just kind of barely scratching the surface when it comes to that safe haven of terrorists, Waziristan. All right? Now, what I don't understand is, folks, why are we there? And since we're there, we decided to go ahead and prop up some government, We decided to prop up some damn government, and we put this idiot named Ahmed Karzai at the head of the bill here. Ahmed Karzai. And this Ahmed Karzai is supposed to be, some American-educated, pompous ass that is supposed to know all about the Afghanistan history and the geography and the terrain and the different warlords and all this crap. He was supposedly voted into this ridiculous government body that's supposed to be ruling Afghanistan. And to be completely honest with you, folks, Afghanistan is just the same war zone that it's always been. It's warlords, ganging up on other warlords. It's, it's just nonstop warfare, nonstop battle. Now, something that'll make you sick, folks. This little puppet president that we put up, that we, the United States military, the United States government, the United States tax dollars, helped put in this Ahmed Karzai. Well, he came out today, and I can't believe this sorry sack of crap. This idiot actually had the audacity to get up on some damn soapbox and say, I am going to consider joining the Taliban. I am going to join the Taliban, which has had me assassinated, which has almost had me I am going to join the Taliban. What? I mean, you're going to join the freaking Taliban? Are you kidding me? I mean, this is the same Taliban, folks, that has been killing our men and women out there in Afghanistan, supposedly liberating these people in this mud hut of a damn country. All right? And it makes me sick to my stomach that we got this bald piece of crap that is supposed to be, maneuvering democracy somehow out there. I don't know how he's going to do it, all right? But lo and behold, he's actually admitting that he's considering going to the enemy. Now, why exactly is he going to the enemy? I know that there's a whole cover story around it. He's making one excuse, and people are saying that it's other things. But if you want my personal opinion, folks, it's the fact that Ahmed Karzai wants to sustain power. He wants to have unlimited power. And I think, in my personal opinion, just observing this international ridiculous spectacle, I feel, in my personal opinion, that Ahmed Karzai struck a deal with these Taliban pieces of garbage. So what exactly is Ahmed Karzai going to get in return if he joins the Taliban? Well, he's going to get that ironclad security, that iron hand security. And for all you folks that weren't familiar with the Great Afghanistan Project, I'd strongly advise you to go to your nearest YouTube or your nearest video portal site and do a Taliban search on these scumbags and how they, literally shoot women for thinking about, showing some foot in that beekeeper suit. They club women in these damn burqas and these damn beekeeper suits. They're literally clubbing them in the middle of the streets for supposedly, having thoughts for another man or some crap. And then you got these feminists out here in America, these damn bull-nosed, bull-dyke feminists out here saying, oh, we're still so oppressed. And lo and behold, you have these women in Afghanistan that are in true, subhuman classification. And I don't hear the feminists, crying for the Afghan women. You know what I hear them crying for? I hear them crying for, I want control of my body, and I also want more child support, and I also want more federal programs so I can, live off the American government just because I became a baby shitting factory. Unbelievable. And I want to hear from you folks, all right? Remember, we've been in this stupid Afghan war for a long period of time, and there were lives, American lives involved with this Afghan war. And who killed them? Who killed and who maimed these soldiers that fought supposedly for our freedom? Who killed them? Who maimed them? It was these goddamn Taliban bastards, these Taliban idiots, that this Hamid Karzai, this president, wants to sit here and join. This is a disgrace. This is an utter disgrace, and what is Obama doing about it? I mean, what kind of political power, and this is what I've always said about this liberal regime and about this executive in power today, they have no clout in the international community whatsoever. No clout in the international community. When it comes to his foreign relations, he is completely impotent. President Clinton proved that when he went to North Korea and negotiated the damn Koreans the North Koreans to put down the uranium enrichment program. And, of course, they disguised it because they said that it was these two bimbo little journalists that, crossed the border somewhere or something. But inevitably, this man is impotent when it comes to foreign relations. Look at Iran, for heaven's sake. Iran is trying to invoke some sort of confrontation, military confrontation with the West, with anybody that'll listen, because Iran right now is in complete disorder. The system is barely hanging on by a thread, and we're just throwing fuel on the fire by legitimizing the strife of the Islamic Revolution, by sitting here and saying, oh, we may go to war with you if you keep enriching uranium, when anyone who is a scholar of international relations will know that this Iranian Revolution is about to fall. And I have personal contacts with the revolution, with the damn the resistance within Iran, and they are going to fight to the death because they have seen the horrific sides of war. Remember the Afghan-Iraq war? The Afghans lost, I don't know how, close to 1 million people, 500,000 people somewhere. And these were people's uncles, their fathers, their grandfathers. That's why the majority of people in Iran are under the age of 25 years old. It's a young generation. These are the young people rising up against this contradiction of the Islamic Revolution. But let's get back to the Afghanistan situation. All right? Because the reason I brought up Iran, because we're considering going out and, implementing some sort of military action on this country. But now you've got our first war before Iraq, the post 9/11, we got to do something, to somebody because, we got inflicted terrorism upon our homeland. And our knee-jerk reaction was to go into Afghanistan, and initially it was to go in to get bin Laden. Now I don't know what the hell we're doing there. And I want to hear from you. What do you think about this crap? Hamid Karzai? He's going to be joining the Taliban? Are you crapping me? Jeez Louise, man. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. I want to hear from you in this spontaneous show, episode number 171. 781, you're on the air.
Hey, my name's Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing. I'm speechless with what's happening lately, and I just think we should tell NASA to send mudkips to the moon.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Let me tell you that right now. I'm serious. I mean, why do you think that the Ghost Party lives? And let me tell you something, folks. I've got individuals working on the Ghost Party website. We're going all out on this. And there's nothing to join. There's nothing. All we need, the only thing we need is individuals that are going to go out to the ballot box and that are going to unelect anybody with some so-called label. I'm a teabagger. I'm a pizza partier. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. We need to get these idiots out of office, and we need to put absolute legitimate idiots. People that don't have campaign contribution accounts, that are hundreds of thousands of dollars deep, growing interest. We don't need these scumbags. Don't you understand that? We don't need them. And I challenge you, folks, the ghost party lives. And there's nothing to buy. You know, there's nothing to, you know, oh, I'm going to go to a rally in front of a monument so my schlong head will look larger to the chick that I show my little image to on the news. I'm going to show the girl that I'm going to take out tonight. Yeah, that's me. I'm that bastard right there that's cheering for the Tea Party in front of a monument or whatever party. I don't care. I'm talking about unelecting each and every one of these power-hungry autocrats in office today that have done nothing but sold us out. And I'm talking about us, the American taxpayer. And on top of which, folks, we were initially talking about the Afghanistan situation, how we are consistently taking casualties in this region. We're even sending more troops into the region. And yet this puppet idiot that we put in to supposedly maneuver democracy is actually considering joining the freaking Taliban. I mean, good Lord. I can't believe this crap. I can't believe that this, I mean, we've lost lives. We've lost soldiers' lives to these Taliban fighting idiots. And now we've got this moron who's supposed to be the, I don't know, is supposed to be our president maneuvering democracy in Afghanistan. He's going to join the freaking Taliban. Well, anyway, as you know, folks, I try to stay in the loop and try to get the people that are involved with the actual situations out here. And I did not let you down. We actually have a terrorist, I don't even know how to explain how hard it was to gain contact with this person, because as I suggested, a lot of these people, conducted in this nefarious activity, they don't have much for communication. All they have is, shoving a paper message in a pigeon's ass and hope that it gets its way. So without further ado, folks, we got Ahmed once again. If you remember Ahmed from the last show, he's back for a, second round because, folks, I mean, as I've said and as I'm sure Ahmed is going to say, these damn Islamic Muslims are not going to stop, all right? It's not going to stop. So let me see if we got Ahmed on the phone. Do we got Ahmed on the phone? Hey, Ahmed, come on, man. Turn down the damn music, all right? We get it. We know that you're down with the whatever terrorist, Mohammed, Allah, whatever. We want to hear from you. What do you have to say about all this situation with, I just want to hear you. What do you have to say?
Yes. I told all of you that we do this for Allah. We do it for Allah. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Wallah Akbar. And I told you, you're American and you're Russian people. You don't know what you're talking about. We are going to come in and we are going to show all of you. We are going to show you the might of Allah. And as you can see, your puppet government, your puppet little government in Afghanistan is now going to fight on the Bahada Jihad. They're going to join on the China Jihad. Amit Karzai is going to join on the China Jihad. I told all of you that the jihad is how we are serious. We are serious and you don't know.
Hamid Karzai is going to be fighting with the jihad. They're going to be fighting the jihad. I told all of you, I am Ahmed. Wallah Akbar. Are you finished now? I am finished. You stupid infidel ghost. Get out of here. Get him off! Anyway, as you can see, folks, these jihadists, all right, they're not screwing around here, all right? These jihadists are going to continue going. They're going to fight their jihad, all right? They're going to continue fighting this holy war. And if you look at any of the footage of any of these disgusting terrorist acts, every time they commit some terrorist act, they yell the Allah Akbar, as you heard Ahmed over there. Now, what's really unfortunate is not all the Muslim community conducts itself in this manner. As a matter of fact, most Muslims in reality just want to become business people. They want to become Arab, like the old school Arab trader, so to speak. But once again, Ahmed Karzai joining the terrorists, joining the Taliban. I want to hear what you have to say about it. All right, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And, folks, if you see any weird crap under my name, I've been hacked. Once again, Blog Talk Radio, a bunch of cheap bastards, I mean, they provide a chat room option on here, and they don't even have the decency to be able to secure it so that, script kiddie ass clowns don't get a hold of it and say a bunch of nonsense, under my name. It's disgraceful. It's sick. So please, direct all your bad frustration and your bad comments about the hacking situation to the Blog Talk Radio Network because they deserve it. All right. We're going to take some more callers here. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. 561 area code. You there?
Yeah. Taliban owns you, Jason. Taliban owns you, Jason.
What?
Taliban owns you, Jason.
What?
Jason.
Well, what is this, a voice box? Give me a break. See, this is what's really unfortunate. All right? I've got all these idiots now, claiming that, oh, we know who you are, you're Larry, you're Jim, you're Jason. I mean, you idiots, have no life. Are you kidding me? Come up with another name. How about that? You morons. 914, you're on the air.
Hello, Ghost. It's a little off topic, but I was wondering what you think of Don't Ask, Don't Tell and the people trying to repeal it.
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have much to say about it, I mean, to be completely honest with you, I think it's ridiculous that you need to declare your sexual orientation given the fact that you're going to go out and fight a war. I don't understand the concept of that. I mean, it kind of promotes the idea of being, kind of deviant, if you want my personal opinion. I think that, the don't ask, don't tell policy should have just been that. Don't ask, don't tell. But now, we have this idea that, oh, we got to, we got to, sit here and, explicitly put down on a piece of paper, yeah, I'm gay, yeah, I'm a lesbo, yeah, I'm this, yeah, I'm that. It's sick. All right? This is sick. So I don't want to get off the subject matter, but I really don't have too much to say about Don't Ask, Don't Tell. What I do have something to say about is the disgusting, despicable way our society is turning into a deviant society, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual. I don't appreciate all the open deviant activity that's being portrayed in entertainment in Hollywood. I don't like how the gay agenda has moved from, hey, we want equal rights, we don't want to be oppressed, we don't want violence inflicted upon us, to, hey, we want oral copulation between two men across the street from an elementary school to be protected by the freaking First Amendment. What I say to the homosexual community, all right, is if you want your cause to, have legitimacy, and what I mean by your cause, I know that homosexuals want to go out and they want to, they want to, have some sort of a marriage-like union, if you will. And inevitably, they're fighting a losing cause, all right? They're fighting a losing cause by, trying to create, I don't really know. They're trying to desecrate the institution of marriage by calling gay marriage marriage. You see, this is what's really unfortunate about the gay movement. What they need to do is just say, hey, look, we want to, get married and be able to, have our net worths combined together and be able to buy insurance for each other and be able to bequeath things to each other and all that other nonsense. Okay, I get the financial thing. But what the homosexual community has to understand is they need to nip their own sexual promiscuousness, this open, going out and, putting bondage outfits and ball gags and in parades and, calling it gay pride, going out with all kinds of disgusting sex toys and, I'm not even going to go into what's going on out here, but it's a disgrace. And I'm against heterosexuals that do the same thing, this open, deviant activity. We don't need it, all right? And, folks, somebody is hacking me once again. Do not click any links that are being posted under my name. Don't listen to anything that is coming out of my name, folks. I don't know who that is. These are hackers out here. They could be giving you viruses. And, once again, this is Blog Talk Radio putting you at risk here, all right? So if you've got something to say, about all the hacking, it's a disgrace. Next show, that's it for the damn chat room. No more chat room after this broadcast. We're going to go back to, doing the Twitter thing. It's disgusting. It's disgrace. It is. Anyway, since nobody gives a crap that, hey, Ahmed Karzai, this, idiot that we put in office out there in Afghanistan to conduct the country in some sort of democratic fashion. All right? Now we have a continued war in the Afghanistan region with American troops, and there's more of them being put in this region, and we have this idiot, this president, saying that he wants to join the Taliban. He wants to join the freaking Taliban. It's a disgrace. Good God. Anyway, since nobody cares that, men and women, are dying out there in Afghanistan, nobody gives a crap that we're just fighting wars for the sake of doing it, It sucks. All right, it's utterly disgusting. So we're going to move on to another topic, since you people don't care that, that our men and women are dying out here in Afghanistan for a cause that I have no idea. I don't know what the end result's going to be. I don't know when you can claim victory in this war. I have no idea, but you people could care less. Watch, I'm going to take one more caller. No one's really going to give a crap. Hey, 815, what's going on with you?
Hey, Ghost.
What's going on, man?
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear what you had to say about what's going on with the Pope over there in Rome right now.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because that's exactly what I was going to segue to when we're going to end with this dumb Karzai thing, because nobody gives a crap that Karzai, this puppet asshole that American blood was spilt for, this idiot is going to join the Taliban. But since we're going to go ahead and talk about something else, let's go ahead and talk about the Catholic Church. As a matter of fact, caller, what do you think about the Catholic Church? Are you Catholic by any chance?
No, not really. I'm not Catholic.
No, are you Christian or, any kind of, religious denomination?
Well, I was baptized Catholic, but I wouldn't consider myself Catholic. I'm not very religious, I guess you would say.
No, I hear you, and it's your right to be that way, unless the Constitution finally gets wiped on the dirty, bacon bit-ridden ass cracks of these damn liberals. But inevitably, what we're doing here is we're going to go ahead and talk about the Catholic Church here for a second. Now, the Catholic Church, folks, is utterly disgusting. I mean, let's not hit the nail on the head here. Let's not pussyfoot around here, all right? I mean, what the Catholic Church, and it's not alleged, all right? These are facts, all right? These are utter facts that the Catholic Church has participated in deviant sexual child molestation activity. And what I find personally disgusting is that this organization was getting away with it, superseding any government authority, any law enforcement authority, any judicial authority of any country, that these priests and these sexual perverts did their little disgusting business in. All right? Now, what I found personally disgusting, folks, this past Easter, they had their little Easter Sunday Mass out there at the Vatican. You actually had cardinals and other Catholic officials trying to tell the supposed Catholic faithful to disregard all the rhetoric, supposed rhetoric, that is being dished out about the Catholic Church. These cardinals were actually praising the Pope, all right, and actually trying to dissuade these believers of the Catholic religion into even acknowledging what is going on here in America and elsewhere across the world. They want everybody who's a Catholic to deny that these priests and these disgusting pieces of pedophile crap rob the innocence of hundreds of thousands, and who the hell knows, if not millions, of children that ended up becoming adults that were screwed up in the head emotionally, screwed up in the head sexually, spiritually. You just don't even understand. All right? So what I'm saying is, why is not the Vatican being raided right now? Why aren't churches all across America, Catholic churches all across the world, why aren't there some sort of authority going in there and confiscating records, questioning people? Why exactly is there no, authority? Once again, I alluded to this the last time. David Koresh, folks, the Branch Davidian, the whole reason why the ATF decided to go in and raid this particular compound was because of alleged allegations, which proved to be false, mind you, which proved to be utter crap. But according to the affidavit, the reason they went in there was because of allegations of child abuse, folks. That's why they went in to David Koresh's compound, and they sent an army in there. So why exactly, and what is that? That Jebs guy, that polygamist asshole. There was alleged allegations of, which ended up becoming founded, that he was a child molester also, and they went after him. They put him on the damn America's Most Wanted list. And yet, the Catholic Church has the authority, or some hidden authority, to nullify any kind of judicial consequence for this despicable crime They are able to evade law enforcement and the laws of the land. Because why? Can somebody explain that to me? I'm just asking. I mean, I'm getting a little emotional here, but I mean, I'm sick of these people. I'm utterly sick that the Catholic Church has the audacity to sit here and be holier than thou, and, for a lack of a better term, they're doing kids. They're doing children. They're robbing children of their innocence. Anyway, we got, believe it or not, we got some people that are out here up in arms about this. I mean, there has been, for a lack of a better term, folks, there has been a lot of Catholic bashing out here, and a lot of these Catholics are like, oh, don't pick on me, you bastard. But, hey, you bring it on yourself, okay? I despise child molesters. I think anybody who molests a kid should be put to death. Bottom line, don't pass go, don't collect $200, all right? You understand that? We need to just, kill these damn child molesters. There's no justification whatsoever. There's no slight bit of justification. If you are a sick bastard who actually takes the innocence of a child, what makes you think that you have the right to take another breath on this earth? It's a disgrace. So, since everybody doesn't seem to have a problem with let me take some callers before I say that. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you think about the Catholic Church, all right? What do you think about it? Hey, 347, you there? Area code 347?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. What's going on? What do you think about
what's going on, man? I kind of feel like that Obama pitch is fucking me up right now.
Well, we're not talking about the Obama pitch yet, you drunk-ass clown, all right? Stop sipping on cheap-ass bottles of hooch and calling me up thinking that your, schlong head is large because you can come up and, thinking you're sounding like a used-up, David Lee Roth. All right? Just sit there and shut up. We're talking about the Catholic Church. This is a serious subject matter. All right? Kids, children from all over the world got their innocence robbed from them by old, dirty, crustated ballsack priest. All right? And what's really unfortunate is that they use spirituality to get away with it. They toyed with people's minds to get away with it. They told them that they were doing a service to God by participating in this illegal fornication. And I'm not joking. So, I'm going to talk about the Obama pitch later, you ass clown. All right, we're talking about some serious issues here. 702, you on the air.
I think you should join the Howard Stern party, faggot.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, here we go again with this damn Stern asshole. I mean, do you understand that I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of hearing that stupid name, Howard Stern? I mean, what's the deal anyway, huh? What's the deal? What's the deal with you Howard Stern assholes, for Christ's sake, huh? I mean, I know that Howard's on his way out, He's old, he's like, close to whatever, 60, whatever the hell he is. His prostate's about to fall out of his ass the next time he blows a big fart or something. I mean, he's at risk for all kinds of crap. I mean, I know that the big move to satellite radio, it just didn't, I guess it panned out for him in his pocketbook, but it didn't pan out for him in his fan base. So, lo and behold, I wouldn't be surprised if this idiot's paying people to go out and, do these little prank calls so people can find out about the Howard Stern show and people can be like, oh, yeah, I remember that show. Yeah, that was a long time ago, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Yeah, exactly. All right, you're gone, Stern. Get over it. Don Imus kicks your ass. All right, Stern, just admit it. Get on the air and say, you know what, Ghost is right. The man from True Conservative Radio, Ghost, is right. I'm a used-up has-been, and I should be happy that I got hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. And I should go, pork my girlfriend as much as I can before she finally divorces me and takes me for half I'm worth. Huh? Give me a break, this damn Howard Stern crap. We're talking about Catholic pedophilia! We're talking about the Catholic Church inflicting crimes against innocent children and getting away with it! And getting away with it! That's what I want to talk about, because I can't believe that the Catholic Church can get away with this sick crap, and none of you people care! None of you people care that innocent children were getting penetrated by wrinkled priests, these pasty-skinned, disgusting, despicable priests! They're supposed to be celibate! They're supposed to be holy men according to these damn Catholics! You people don't care! And it makes me sick. You would rather talk about some long-haired, wig-wearing piece of four-eyed crap like Howard Stern. We should be talking about these subject matters. How can the Pope, how can the Catholic Church get away with this crap? How can they get away with this crap? I mean, goddamn. I mean, how can a damn Catholic Church get away with this crap? I mean, it makes me sick how this disgusting child pedophilia, this child molestation crap, how in the hell this can continue to go on? How this can continue? I just don't understand. I just don't understand what the hell's going on here, folks. I mean, and the Cardinals, this Easter Sunday, the Cardinals. And I'm not talking about the baseball team, you ass clowns. I'm talking about these idiots that are supposed to be in charge, some sort of big bureaucratic authority in the Catholic Church. These idiots were actually, trying to sit here, giving a bowing down to their knees session to the Pope in Easter Sunday, and actually commanding the followers of the Catholic faith to disregard all the child molestation charges, and screw the charges, the actual evidence, that they've been screwing kids for who the hell knows how long, and getting away with it. Makes me sick. I mean, what's Mass going to do now? Now that they're saying, for all the Catholic believers, child pedophilia is okay. I mean, what's Sunday church going to look like in the future if child pedophilia is okay, huh? You're going to have the damn Catholic guy go up there and say, "Now, bow your heads. Bow your heads, my son. And now it is time for your molestation." All right? It's time for your molestation. It's disgusting, man. Utter crap. Yeah. Do you hear that? That's what the Father's going to say. He's going to be like, "You're going to rape kids all day. We're going to rape a kid in the ass and nobody's going to care because we're Catholics and we have pointy hats and we think we're badass." Huh? Yeah, and the Catholic Church is going to get down with it. They're going to say, "Stand up, my sons. We're looking for the young boys in the crowd." All right, that's enough. That's enough. I mean, I don't mean to be making jokes about it, folks, but seriously, whatever makes it stick into your head, this is a disgrace. I want to hear somebody that has at least something negative to say about the damn Catholic Church. Hey, 212, what do you have to say? Are you there? Area code 212, you there? Well, they're not there. All right, let's take some more callers here. 610, you there?
Yeah.
What do you think about the Catholic Church?
It stinks, and I grew up in it as a child, so if there's anything you want to know about it, I can certainly explain it to you.
Well, we'd be more than happy to hear it.
Well, for one, usually, historically as well, any attack against them they throw out as hearsay evidence, that it's just a political move to attack them. The other reason most of the priests get away with it is they have diplomatic authority throughout the world. For example, if you are so let's say an enemy of the church for whatever reason, and you go on Vatican property, they can arrest you. They have their own authority. The Vatican is a country within itself.
Yeah, I am aware of that.
People don't realize that. So is the Order of Malta that's affiliated with the Catholic Church, not the one that's affiliated with England. That's the Protestant Order of Malta. Same with them. They're like their own country. So what they do is when a priest is, labeled a pedophile or alcoholic or whatever, they just transfer them. And they move them around. And the body that's in charge of their punishment is the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, formerly known as the Holy Inquisition. None of it's changed. None of their agenda has changed. It's been the same for centuries.
And were you aware of the nefarious activities partaken by these supposedly fathers of the cloth?
Well, that was going on that was heard of even when I was a kid back in the 80s. You always had to be careful.
Well, I've actually known some people who went to Catholic school, and
that's what I did.
And from what I understand, also, if it wasn't pedophilia activity going on in the Catholic institutions, it's also sadist-like activity. We've seen the movies where these fathers take out the paddle and start paddling teenage boys, telling them to drop trowel. And
the priests didn't do that to us, but the nuns did. They used the yardstick. If you were bad, they beat you with a yardstick.
Yeah, and how is that holy, by any regard? I mean, inflicting violence.
Discipline. They see it as discipline, maintaining order. It's all do as I say, not as I do.
So, what you're saying to me is that the reason no authority in any country, and I'm not just speaking exclusively of America, but this has happened all over the world, no government authority, judicial authority, law enforcement authority, military authority whatsoever is going to be able or wants to or has the authority to go in here and actually commence justice on this despicable, disgusting, grotesque activity that's happening within the Catholic institution?
Well, it's going to be hard. You have people in the Congress, and I think it's 3 members of the Supreme Court that are Opus Dei. That's the secret society for the Vatican.
Oh, man.
That's the equivalent of the Vatican Illuminati, if you want to consider it that. I mean, they consider themselves a prayer group that tortures themselves in the name of God, but they have plenty of high-powered, high-ranking officials that are in it too, and they use their diplomatic powers. That's why this country was for years against any kind of a Catholic being elected to any kind of an office at all, because they didn't want
I'm not to be a conspiracy theorist, but I've read about that. I've actually read that it's a conspiracy theory, so I'm not giving it any validity, but it does raise some precarious suspicions that Abraham Lincoln, because of his stance against Catholics and his stance against Jesuits, that may have played a role in his assassination. Now, I'm not, saying that that's fact. I mean, there's been many works put out about different authors alluding to that idea. But what do you think?
I haven't heard that story, but I've always been under the understanding that he was assassinated because of his printing of interest-free money, which we had done prior to, creating a national bank in this country. And if you look through most of the presidents that were assassinated, they wanted to print or did print interest-free money. and that gets all the international bankers upset. Well, of course, one of the largest international banks is the Vatican.
Oh, man.
Do
you have a website or something? Do you have a website or something? It's pretty good information you're giving out here. We'd like to, any of the listeners that want to...
No, I never created a website, but, I mean, you
really?
can...
What about a blog or something?
No, I don't do that.
Well, what, any particular reason? Is it just no time or...
No time, and I like my privacy. I'm not going to give any, I'm one of those guys that likes their privacy and doesn't, I like to stay low-key.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't blame you. In this freak show day and age, who the hell knows, what kind of attention you're going to get, who the hell's going to come at you, and I don't blame you. But, sir, I want to thank you very much for calling in. Once again, we're talking about the Catholic Church, and we're talking about how they're able to get away with child pedophilia. I mean, the molestation of children for so long, without anybody getting up in arms. I mean, what about the people worshiping this crap? All these people that went to Easter Sunday masses, I mean, what, you're just going to forget about that? Oh, yeah. Like a high knee ho. I'm just going to let kids get molested by fathers because I'm a stupid, dumb minion and I don't want to look at it and I don't want to face the facts. I mean, seriously, man. This is a disgrace that we are actually allowing the Catholic Church to just, be unscathed or uninvestigated pertaining to this ridiculous, disgusting child pedophilia garbage. What do you think about it? Are you a Catholic? Hey, I'd like to hear your justification on it. Catholics, 646-652-4869. Let's hear it. 347, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, man? I believe that the guy you were just talking to, his name is Curtis. He lives in Toronto. You hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool. So I was thinking, actually, like when you look at the pitch of Obama's pitch to the home plate, it was
you're a persistent bastard, aren't you?
It was a fucked up trajectory. Seriously, like if you compare
he didn't even throw a pitch. And we'll get to that later, you ass clown. Good God. Jeez, Williams, we're sitting over here talking about how these fathers out here are molesting children, and you idiots don't care. All right? This idiot wants to talk about the trajectory of Obama's pitch, for heaven's sake. I mean, this is how stupid we've gotten here in America. I want to talk to a Catholic. I want to talk to somebody who is going to justify child pedophilia and molestation in the Catholic Church. 215, you there?
Yeah, I'm a pedophile. I molest kids, and I'm Catholic.
Well, you know what? You should get cancer of the cock. All right? How you like that, you stupid, fruity, milky liquor? Disgusting. You shouldn't even be joking around about that, you sick, disgusting moron. All right? Maybe you should become a priest then, huh? How about becoming a priest, huh? I'm sure you'll love that, you sick Woody Allen butt-loving fruit bowl. You damn break. I mean, this is sick. It's sick, man. It's utterly disgusting. I mean, the Catholic Church, it looks like, is going to get a free pass on molesting kids, huh? That's great, isn't it? Welcome to the new world we're living in here, where the Catholic Church just gets a free ride, raping young boys in their anal passages. That's great, isn't it? Give me a break. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We're going to, talk a little bit more about this Catholic Church child molestation stuff. Then we're going to move on to other subject matters. I want to hear from you. I want to hear some Catholics. I want to hear some justification for child molestation. All right, let's hear it. 212, you there? 212? Well, they're out of here. Yeah, we got some anonymous. Are you there, sir? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
hear you talking about the Catholic Church, but you have only to realize that they've been taken over by individuals that want to utilize that section of institution for their own gratification and use, such as the useless breeders that keep having these children, and they keep having these children with no purpose, so they need to be induced by certain, I think it's fair to use certain words like CIA and things like that because, hey, they're hiring $35,000 a year now, so now everything that has been secret for so long is now a cult of personality. So, hey, you know, if these mothers and parents don't want to take heed of the children, hey, you know, it's not a perfect world, but it's the only one we got. And a couple of them, you know, they get induced and they get sucked in their energy. Well, their parents apparently sacrificed them to the Catholic Church. Oh, well.
So you're saying that that people sacrifice their children to the Catholic Church in what way, sir? I don't understand.
I'm saying when a parent ceases responsibility off their brood, that is a sacrifice in itself. So it's not the child's fault. It's not Satan's fault. Satan just gave the ability to sin to the world. They spread it around like a disease. So when you see children getting raped and bad, you know, a child gets run over, a Munchausen's in by proxy, or a child gets hit by a car, well, where are the parents? Where are the parents? And, you know, I hate to sound like a sadistic jerk, but Margaret Sanger has a point. You know, these people are producing too many human weeds, so consequentially it's flooding the market and killing the children of people that actually give a crap about the world. Whoever actually cares.
You know, this sounds like really cynical, sick crap, but you know what, man? It's really starting to.
Not sick. It's
I don't know about the Satan crap, but.
That just means adversary. I'm not saying it's a winged Batman or Spider-Man. I'm just saying it's an idea. You know, it's an idea of people walking around rebellion, having children they shouldn't have. You know, robbing someone at the ATM, throwing eggs off the top of a building to an old lady. You know, the simple things that start off as such, and then your children ends up in the hands of some pervert Catholic priest who's not Catholic. He's just wants to be a part of an order for his own reasons. And, hey, you know, I mean, look at Star Wars, for example. You got Darth Vader here, and you got Obi-Wan Kenobi there. What are they doing? What are they fighting for? They're not fighting for a master. They're fighting for their own ideas. And that's what these simpletons, they don't understand. And that's why when the Great Destroyer comes back, it's going to be a goddamn great day in America. When the Great Destroyer comes back and just causing a big earthquake, and thank God for California, Haiti, Chile, Hawaii. I am praying, wishing upon every star I can, so an earthquake just hurts America, because these people have spit on my forefathers, and I take that kind of personal. So
you sound a little upset, for heaven's sake. I mean,
I can't wait till these people and their children are swimming in the tsunami of Poseidon. These morons.
Now, you know, I'm going to go with this here. Why exactly are you wishing bad events to happen upon the earth?
Because all these idiots have been. I mean, do you look at Chechnya and Russia? I mean, you look at these poor half Mr. Bones-looking people in Somalia and Egypt and Africa, and all these Asian people that get an idea and got a sword and they want to have a 10 million man sword fight. And all these people have to do is go work at a chicken place and invest properly. And
I don't disagree with you there.
That's all they had to do. All they had to do. You know. Instead, what were they doing? They were singing, "We Are the Children." Imagine There's No Heaven by John Lennon, and, you know, doing the whole hippie movement, and then selling their children out by patronizing corporate America, having a good time on their kids' dime, and lo and behold, I got to see a bunch of poor children with no souls walking around with metal in their face, looking like Master Shredder, telling people like me, nobody takes you serious because you got a suit on. Well, let me tell you something. Your wife will go down on her knees if I pawned my suit and show them how much it was worth. So I don't want to hear, take me serious because I got a suit on. I wear top-line suits. I pay capital gains tax on my vehicles in Daytona, and you can laugh at that.
Don't even talk to me about taxes. I am getting the crap taxed out of me. You know, I'm about to file my damn taxes here pretty soon, and it's ridiculous that my tax dollars are not only going to go to these scumbag Wall Street bastards who basically bought these puppets in office to steal my tax money, but these losers in America that are getting everything from under the sun, becoming baby factories, and getting $8,500 a month in federal funding. That doesn't include the state entitlements and the city entitlements, and doesn't include all the nonprofit organization help that they can get. It doesn't take into account the child support and all this other crap. We've turned baby making into big business. Single mothers are now becoming the majority of the day because our sick government made it that way.
Let me explain something. I'm talking to the American people right now. Now let me explain to you something. The fall of Darius was justified out of his own egoism. The fall of Xerxes and the pushback and the pushback from Athenian revers, that was justified because of his ego. The fall of Napoleon, that was justified. Caligula, justified. And you know what's going to justify everything I'm about to say now? It's because this man here actually cares about you people. He's not trying to sell you gold, and he's not trying to plug in infomercials for his own greed. I'm talking about Ghost, the Ghost character. You, Ghost. You're not trying to sell people gold. You care about these people. You've been on for 3 years, and I've been watching you, and you're the only person out there that I can say that legitimately actually cares about the children. Now, the death of all you imbeciles and guillotining and the civilian national staffing and the military inducement over the police and the Constitution will be justified through your ignorance. So there are people like me waiting and just waiting patiently and watching you in the night and every move you make and every step you take after the end of people that care about and they can't do it no longer. That's when people like me come in and starve you out by the millions. And I cannot wait.
People like you? What do you mean?
People like me. There's a lot of people like me out there in this country, in this world, that are just ready to just lay waste to these useless moochers.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying.
And their children.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, when the time comes and the end of these useless, moronic effusions that exist for absolutely no reason comes, their judgment day comes on this earth, and it will happen, it will be justified, and people like me won't be punished. Because how could we be punished? They're punishing themselves and their children. They're child killers. They mooch and they suck in the jobs. They sign in NAFTA agreements. They agree with it. They order in people that aren't even natural citizens of the states. They think that having 5 children, a single-parent family, inducing them into Britney Spears and Lady Gaga is a great idea.
Oh, geez,
they think about 4th grade pole dancing, 4-year-old pole dancing is great. They believe that pole dancing is a beautiful sport.
You know, I actually read about that somewhere. I didn't want to bring it up on the show, but I actually read that pole dancing is actually being suggested in some elementary school somewhere, or by the parents or something. This is speculation. I don't know. Is that right?
You're absolutely right, Ghost. And unfortunately, you see what's going to happen here in the near future, like Manly P. Hall, Albert Pike, Wise Hop, Crowd. I don't even need to say any names, but the end is near, and the fall of Atlantis Part 2 is near. And all these people will be crying and suffering the ultimate sufferers that they can never imagine. And then what's next? The great Satan will jack off in their face for all eternity, and their babies.
Good Lord, man. I mean, I don't know whether to, I mean, you know, you're kind of off, but then again, you know, some of the rhetoric there, you know, it's, you know.
Well, look,
I mean,
I'm drinking.
How can you disagree with some of the things that you're saying? Because I mean, look at what this world has turned itself out to be. I mean, look at what this world has turned itself out to be. And I want to thank you very much for, you know, saying those kind words about me. Because I really do care about this damn country. I care about people. And it's really unfortunate that these individuals don't understand that this is a battle of ideas. And they have us mesmerized with these dumbass, ridiculous entertainers that are hypnotizing us into believing that ridiculous, trivial things should have a focal point in our lives, suggesting deviant activity, suggesting ideas to us, like, I don't know if you're familiar with the latest dumbass Lady Gaga video with Beyonce Knowles. They're actually trying to suggest in that video that women should kill their men, and it's woman power and all this other nonsense. You've got Britney Spears in her latest song saying, "Hey, sin is in. I want to take it from the front and the back at the same time." But this is what's guiding our children out here. So when I hear you say such, you know, horrific things and, you know, vile things against the ignorant people out here, I have to admit, you know, maybe some of this crap is justified. I alluded to this, you know, in a program, I think it was 3 programs ago, when I discussed about the end of the world, because I do believe it's coming. And I'm not just saying that based upon, you know, any kind of doctrine of any sorts. Just look around you. I mean, we've got earthquakes going around everywhere. We've got tsunamis. We've got, you know, hurricanes of mass proportions. I mean, you know, why is all this happening? Well, you know, take a look at all the negativity, man. Take a look at all the garbage that we have fed our children. Just like you suggested, these parents have sold their children out, and these children don't care.
Hello?
Yeah.
Let me put it to you this way. All you have to do in life is not bother other people and treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't say anything you're going to regret. Don't let fire rush to your head, okay? Don't get upset. Don't get out of comfort. Do the right thing. There are 2 sides to a coin, right, wrong, good and evil, yakin, but whatever you want to call it, you know, Blue Ranger, Red Ranger, it doesn't matter. Just make it up. But there's still inevitably 2 sides at the top. Now, these people are getting fat off the trees from our hard work underground. We're spinning the wheels underneath the grounds of the great Eden. And these people will get fat off the trees. And they better pray for an earthquake, because once they're nice and fat to their bellies, we're going to get up there and go on land. And all these
who's we? Who are you talking about?
All these poor families and idiots with no minds that want to be animals like chickens and cows, they all will be eaten alive.
Who are you talking about?
People.
Who is we?
We are the people that you don't see. We are the people with smiles on our face behind the inevitable. We are the people that bled bloodshed and tears through our ancestries for years and years, all for you to spit in our faces with your silly music, dancing, wiggling like useless animals, and not utilizing your cognitive reasoning given to you by the light. You stupid morons. Can't you just sit there and work for Jesus or Buddha or any kind of guidance? Can't you just take examples and do the right thing? Why must you, sin is the new thing, why must you patronize circle jerks? Why must you listen to and feed your children Snoop Dogg? Don't you understand that they're capitalizing on your grief, you morons? They've sold their soul to the dark side. Don't you? How many movies can they be portrayed in? How many parables and phrases and poems can be given to you useless morons before you understand that you're selling your children for things that you don't understand? Don't you understand? Look in your children's eyes. Put them to the mirror and look in the mirror and say and realize that the mirror won, you morons. Don't you understand Don't you understand that you are don't you understand that the human being is the only thing on this world that actually thinks and uses cognitive reasoning to deduce materials and come to a conclusion? And you idiots want to look at the flashy lights and pump your gas and go wiggle yourself at the club and cheat and adulterize and rape and pillage and misuse your bodies as a temple. And God damn it, why? You useless morons. Don't you understand that you're doomed to be in the teeth of the great whale, you morons? You're just doing it to yourselves for no reason. What the destruction of America, let me quote this in history.
Hey, before you go on, hold on. Before you go on, hold on. Before you go on, listen to this. Everybody hear that? That's the damn ghetto bird. All right, listen.
Yeah, well,
I've got the damn ghetto bird. Listen. I've got the damn ghetto bird over my house. And let me tell you, I live in a very prestigious area over here. All right? I live in a very prestigious area, but you're right about the destruction of this country. I've been saying it for goddamn 3 years, and nobody cares about it. And you see, when you talk about the destruction of this country, you're talking about the parents that have sold out their children. You're talking about the individuals that have sold their souls, to hideous cult of personality. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Now, I got ghetto birds, freaking ghetto birds over my house. Ugh.
And let me tell you something, being a college major or having a master's or bachelor's degree, I piss on a bachelor's degree. Do you understand, you morons, that a college degree is the equivalent to a 6th to 5th grade 1800 education? Children are more intellectual than you in the 1800s. You've given that up to push buttons, and you've given up your emotions. And you're giving your souls up only to enjoy things as a machine, but you will not enjoy them because you will have no emotions left, because you've given it up to be a robot, you moron.
I agree to that. Are you kidding me? These idiots don't have any emotion. Are you kidding me? I mean, good God. I mean,
you've been given
there's
so
no
much
personality.
Mercy. You have payday loans, you have bank loans, but you don't have to sign the dotted line until you read the contract. Don't pay it for 30 years. Make sure you pay the principal and pay it in 5 years, so that you only pay a fee for having the loan. So what? You can do that. You have dollar cheeseburgers, $3.99 tacos, 89 cents 5-layer burritos at Taco Bell. You can go to the Olive Garden. I don't think that's Italian food, but
hey, buddy,
whatever.
you're preaching to the choir here.
I mean,
these idiots are not happy with that. They're not happy with it. They want more. They want free health care. They want a free car, a free house, a free dog, a free significant other. They want somebody to take care of their children for free. They don't ever want to see them. It's a disgrace. I understand what you're saying.
Morons have free health care. All you have to do is go into and I know somebody that got heart surgery for free. Go into a hospital, get heart surgery, don't pay it, let a creditor call you, tell them you don't want to pay it, don't call me, I'll sue you for $10,000. Go buy a house, and they have to expunge that from your record because it's against the law to use medical creditors and collections when you're trying to finance something. Then you have Medicare and Medicaid and things that you could pay $20 to $5 a pop if you got children, and all this mercy being given out on spit on. So let me tell you something, you people. ISIS will turn her back on you. She will turn your back on you when it's time for you to suffer, because all your suffering is justified. This has been the only time in history where I can legitimately say without crying, without feeling bad. As a matter of fact, I don't feel bad about it. This is the only time in history that I've ever read, and I'm experiencing it. And I'm sick to be a part of this history. That you people will suffer, and it's justified. Your children will be gouged, your tongues will be cut, and you forever roam the realms of Hades or your own suffering in your inner psyche and subconscious for eternity for your idiocracy. You stupid idiots. You've given up the great idea being fought over since Cyrus the Great and Alexander. For 2,600 years of history, you people ended it in stupidity. At least in Atlantis, people, were kind of intelligent. And, you people are just complete morons. You might as well just be a sack of meatbag zombies. There's no reason for you all to be alive.
Man. I've actually been saying that you watch a lot of these zombie movies out here. They're actually talking about people in general. I mean, have you looked at anybody lately? Have you gone shopping? Have you gone to the store? Have you intermingled with the American public? I mean, these people are soulless.
I was walking around and I saw some fat, gelatinous, useless individual named the Queen of Crunk. Well, let me tell you guys, I want everybody to go...
The Queen of what?
I don't know. I was trying to sip on a little bit of Cristal. I paid $200 a bottle to see some fat jelly donut dance up there like who got an ant in their marshmallow pants, doing the freaking chicken dance on stage, and she was the Queen of Crunk. You know what she was saying? Oh, you people, something about independent woman, how can you call somebody a deadbeat dad when they were a deadbeat when you slept with them?
Hey, you know what? I've been saying that for 3 years, buddy. And these women will sit here and say, oh, well, you men shouldn't have slept with me, even though I spread my legs.
Don't have sex with a deadbeat. How about that? Don't have sex in a club bathroom and get pregnant. Second of all, you women fought for abortion. Use it. Third of all, you can say rape. And if you don't, well, I guess your children have to suffer. Oh, well. So when your little Paco child comes up to me asking me to buy a chicle, I spit in his face.
Man, we can tell you're an avid listener to the program, that's for sure. Paco, he's benefiting nicely, as a matter of fact. Isn't that right, Paco?
Freaking Paco.
Yeah, well... That's right, Holmes. I'm benefiting generously, eh?
Good God.
We're benefiting a lot, Holmes. Órale. Viva Obama, Holmes. This is Paco. We're going to get free health care, Holmes. We're going to get free everything, eh? Viva Obama. ¡Viva! We're thinking everything, Holmes. Orale, I want free healthcare, I want free housing, I want free everything. Viva!
Don't ever come to Texas because I'm a minute man, you asshole.
All right, let's turn it. Get it off. Shut it off.
Good God.
No, but I'm serious. That's the future music of America right there, buddy.
Look, I want all you people that keep bothering this poor old man, all right? And when I mean old, this guy is an old man. No offense. But I'm just telling all of you useless idiots that keep calling up an individual that's on your side, and you keep calling up with this barrel roll and mudkip thing. Why don't you look up Queen of Crunk? Just an rock. Queen of Crunk. They ruined. I spent $300 on a. Yeah, KOK. She was too dumb. She's a Mexican. I'm sorry, but she named herself KOK, Queen of Crunk. She named herself
KOK.
Yes. That was the only enjoyment of the night after knowing that I splurged $300 on a bottle of Cristal to see.
So you were at like a nightclub or something, some kind of a club?
Yeah, unfortunately, Texas has been overrun with losers, and I'm just waiting for the chance that I could just take a
fellow Texan.
Yeah.
Fellow Texan, let me tell you, I love Texas.
I love Texas. And all you carpetbaggers, stay the hell out of Texas, man. Don't come to Texas.
I second that. Are you kidding me? I don't know what part of Texas you're from, sir, but let me tell you, we are seeing lots, at least where I'm at over here in Austin, we're seeing lots and lots of different license plates all over the place.
Well, I'm in Bernie, and I don't want to see you people from Alaska, just stay over there. You people from California, man, go enjoy your earthquake or something. Just don't come to Texas, you idiots. Don't come to... I mean, do you understand that you liberals... I mean, look, if you're a young chap and you're coming around and you're like, and you're working a job and you're doing the right thing and you say you're a liberal, well, obviously you need to do a little reading because you're not, okay? You need to understand that you anarchists that are working a job and trying to make something out of yourselves, you're a Republican. Do you understand that?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say a Republican in the traditional sense. Right now, the Republican Party is the same crap, different plate.
No, they're old. The new Republican is a libertarian communist. They're just a bunch of KGB. It's just a takeover. They're at normalization. They've achieved what they needed to achieve because these morons are too busy paying. They're too busy feeding their Pokemon child and letting their child at home die. That's what they're doing. Did you hear about that? They went to feed their Pokemon child at a cafe and let their child die at home. That really happened.
Oh, that was out there, yeah, in South Korea. I remember hearing that.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the world. Okay. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Okay?
Yeah. I heard
the
that.
Terror Dome.
Public Enemy reference right there.
Yeah. And I'm a white man. Okay. And I know that though there's certain individuals that have been trying to help you and trying to help you and trying. Don't you understand that the NWA never proclaimed themselves as gangster rappers? They were coming out as a military group. You know who proclaimed them gangster rappers? The individuals that wanted to take the social, political, and economic structure and pervert it just to take you over, you morons, and you let them do that, you stupid morons. Maybe you guys should go back into the 90s and see the ultra change of what really happened. You should study music. The truth is in the music, children. The truth is all around you. Just open your eyes. It's not over yet. It's up to you, younglings. I mean, for Christ's sake, watch a couple of movies, read a couple of books. Do yourself a favor. Reciprocate yourself and other people. You can't make laws for people, but you can live by values and integrity in yourself, and you have the power to live in a utopia or a hell on earth. Earth is only another form of hell, and the people are its demons. You have the choice whether to change that or not. Either way, don't blame anyone else for your actions, because you get back what you give out, people.
You know, I don't mean to get off the subject here, sir, but I have this damn ghetto bird literally hovering around my neighborhood around here.
That
and it hasn't gone away.
It's probably because some loser carpetbaggers probably, I don't know. They do that, but where I live, I can literally bring somebody in my house and I have the authority to go hostile on them, and I really don't care. You know?
I mean, yeah,
do you understand that immigrants are an invasion, illegal immigrants? Do you understand what the word illegal is? Illegal immigrant cannot have constitutional rights or American privileges because they are illegal. Illegal.
I've been trying to say that for the longest period of time, and, you know,
well,
give me a damn break.
Welcome to the octagon, for Christ's sake. I mean, half these people don't understand that an octagon is a cube. They don't understand that they need to start looking things in 3 dimensions. Quit living like Pac-Man in 2 dimensions, you moron. Don't you people understand that the true way to fix this country is through your woman? You men have turned into women, and women have turned into pimps. But you see, the difference between a pimp and a male pimp and a female pimp is that a male pimp doesn't bear children. The woman pimp has to allow that person to pimp her up. See, women pimp bear children, and they bear a lot of children, if you haven't noticed lately. Don't you understand you need to make the environment a product of you, and don't be a product of the environment? Don't you understand that you are special individuals in this universe? But you award mediocrity because you're comfortable. I mean, do you like taking it up the ass, people? America, do you like taking it up the ass? Because that's what's happening. You're taking it up the ass, and it's an elephant dick going up your ass, a big one. And it's about and Humpty Dumpty's about to fall, and it's not going to be put together again. Once a nation loses its liberties and I wouldn't say freedoms. Freedoms are anarchy. But once the nation loses its liberties, I mean, you can't get it back, man. You have to go Che Guevara for the conservative sense. And that's just not going to happen.
I don't mean to disrupt you here, and the reason I'm so quiet is because we have a damn ghetto bird, or what I perceive as a ghetto bird, outside my home here, and it's just kind of hovering around.
Well, that's probably because that ghetto bird's probably Border Patrol trying to catch one of you idiot illegals that just need to stay the hell out of here and quit voting for Obama because you shouldn't be voting.
It's just circling around out here.
Well, it's probably Ice Cube running for the ghetto bird. Maybe they're making another rap video so they can feel special about their welfare. Ballers on welfare, huh, black people? I mean, can't you look at Malcolm X, for Christ's sake? I bet that guy would spit on himself. If he knew what would happen, he'd probably be like that dumbass baseball player, Sammy Sosa, trying to dye his skin white.
I don't mean to be getting sidetracked here, but this damn ghetto bird's starting to concern me here because it's pretty low, and it's just circling around what seems to be my neighborhood.
Well, let me tell you, Ghost brother. Look, they're not after you. They ain't gonna Bill Cooper you. I tell you that much, because whether you like it or not, you're on the right side. You're not going against anything. I think at this point you understand the bigger picture and you're just trying to help the children. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't stand in our way when it's time to erase these morons.
Well, let me tell you, I don't mean to be, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist here. But, there are some people in the chat room saying that, hey, it could be the government monitoring you, Ghost. And, I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but this damn ghetto bird has been hovering over my damn neighborhood for a good long while already. It's right over my house right now. You hear it?
It's the sound of the government.
Everybody hear that, folks?
You know what's funny is they don't even need to be secretive anymore. These people don't care, man, as long as it doesn't happen to them. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, at this point, they can go into your home, check out your family, see if your wife is hiding diamonds up her anal passage, and just leave, I guess. Take you away to another country and trial you in a world court. I mean, all you idiots with this New World Order nonsense. I mean, even the Wu-Tang Clan with their New World Order music. It's obviously taken a new direction, and it's been a direction that you people wanted. It could have been free market capitalism. It could have been power in the hands of the people, the true people, which is what I think Karl Marx was trying to get across to begin with.
Folks, this is True Conservative Radio here. The reason I'm silent, I'm letting this person go ahead and talk here, is because my home is being circled around by some chopper.
Well.
And they're hovering right over my home right now.
Ghost, I think it's time for you to understand that it's time to stop being on the people's side. Because if the power of persuasion is no longer the persuasion of power, it's too great to stop.
Yeah, and it's really a freaked out phenomenon. I mean, choppers really don't come around here. And I don't know, this chopper has about, he has 2 red lights on it, 1 white light.
Ghost.
Yeah.
We are watching you.
Yeah, well, I've been sure of that. But is it necessary to hover over my home? I mean, this is just disgusting. This is just horrible. And the caller just left off. The caller just dropped off. Let me tell you something, folks. You've been listening to the True Conservative radio program. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. We've been talking to an anonymous caller. And, he's been giving us some insight on a bunch of different perspectives. But right now, I've been having a chopper circle my home, and it's right above my home right now, if you can hear it. And it's just been circling. For some reason, I don't know exactly what the purpose is. But, once again, folks, it kind of underscores, what the hell am I doing this crap for, huh? What the hell am I doing this for? I mean, here I am, I'm trying to convey, all right? I'm trying to convey positivity. I'm trying to convey a thought process to the American people, because if we don't change the way we perceive our country, well, then we are no longer going to be a country. And as you can see, folks, this damn thing is not going away. I mean, this chopper is not going away. It's just circling around. I'm considering going outside because it's circling my home. Everybody hear that? Everybody hear that right there, sir? It's ridiculous. Anyway, I have no idea what's going on here, folks. It's getting a little scary, to say the least. All I'm trying to do is convey a broadcast out here. And lo and behold, we have choppers flying above my home that are not going away. They've been here for the past 30 minutes. And what the hell's going on, I have no idea. But this is getting a little freaked out, folks. I'm not trying to be sensationalistic about it. That's why I was so quiet in the program and allowed that anonymous person to just go ahead and speak their mind. And, of course, a lot of things that they were saying was, a little bit on the negative side. But lo and behold, we have somebody over my home. I mean, this neighborhood's not known for ghetto birds. Do you understand? And here we go again. It's right above my house again. Everybody hear it? I have no idea what the hell's going on. I have no idea if this is some sort of surveillance. I don't understand if this is some sort of intimidation. But once again, folks, this is America, all right? This is America. I just want to continue the great tradition of the Constitution. You know, the great tradition of what we used to be. And now it sounds like, maybe I'm jumping the gun here. Maybe, there was a robbery or maybe something happened around here. And maybe they're looking for some perpetrator. But there's no spotlight, on this little chopper here. There's no little ghetto bird spotlight whatsoever. All right. Now, as you can see, it's hovering over my home one more time. And it's just not going away. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. And, the show is taking a weird twist here. Look out the window again here. What in the hell's going on here? I have no idea. And sorry for the folks that are tuning into the show and that are expecting the traditional true conservative radio show. We've got somewhat of a show detour here. We've been having a ghetto bird circle my home for the past 30 minutes, not going away. And it's hovering right above my house, and then it circles back and goes over my house again. It's just doing nonstop circles. I don't know if you can hear it. It's going to go right over my house one more time here. And my windows are closed, folks. That's a chopper. This is ridiculous. As a matter of fact, I am going to get the camera. That's a good idea. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get my little camera phone here. And see, this has been happening for 30 minutes, all right, folks? Happening 30 minutes. Let me go ahead and see if we can get this. All right. Hold on, I'm hearing other sounds outside. Here comes the chopper again. But I'm hearing other sounds out here. Here it comes. One more time. There it is, folks. 30 minutes. This is horrible. Unbelievable. And you're listening to this live. Sorry, folks. The True Conservative Radio Show is taking a different twist here. We were talking a lot about, we were talking about the Catholic Church. We're talking about how Ahmed Karzai is going to join the Taliban. Then we had an anonymous caller say some weird things That's why I kind of just kept that caller, just let him say what he's going to say, because I find it rather precarious that, you had that caller call in and say, all those ominous things and nefarious things. And then, as he was talking, I heard the ghetto bird, and lo and behold, the ghetto bird, or whatever chopper this is, it doesn't really look like a ghetto bird to me. It is a chopper. As you can see, hear it again. There's the chopper again. Once again, folks, this is becoming a weird episode of the True Conservative Radio Show. All right. Once again, maybe this has something to do with my ghost party attempt. It may have something to do with the fact that I actually care about these people, care about America, care about the people of the world. And now I've got choppers over my house, which is now close to 30, 35 minutes, just circling my home. And, they go over, they hover over my home, and they do a complete circle and do it again and again and again and again. So to say the least, I am a little concerned about the phenomena that I'm witnessing right here live on the True Conservative Radio program. I know we were supposed to talk about a couple other things. We're supposed to talk about President Barack Obama's fake pitch that he threw out for the first game of the Washington Nationals. Meanwhile, we have, people dying in wars and, lack of economic opportunity and, all kinds of taxes and all this other nonsense. And, our president, has the time to, throw the first pitch. And not only did he not throw the first pitch, he threw a fake pitch. He threw a fake pitch and then just tried to laugh it off. Just trying to laugh it off, trying to shake it off. So we kind of got sidetracked. Of course, we're going to talk about the RNC taking heat for their $2,000 tab that they put on the RNC account at a sex-themed California nightclub. But, folks, we've got a chopper that's been hovering over my home for the past 30 minutes, circling around, and I have no idea why. And what's really unfortunate is that all I'm trying to do is trying to convey to those that are listening in, all right? I've been trying to say that we need to do something on a positive level. I've been saying let's emphasize the Constitution, all right? Let's emphasize the true American values. And lo and behold, folks, we've had a chopper over my home for the past 30 minutes just circling around my home. I don't know if this is an act of intimidation. I'm not sure if this is surveillance. But I don't understand why it would be surveillance, and I don't understand why it would be intimidation, because all I'm trying to do is get my country back. All I want to do is get people to go to the polls and, to put in, idiots in office. I'm denouncing any kind of violent activity, especially this violent activity that's being portrayed by the damn loser revolution. But, folks, this chopper is still circling around my home. For all you folks that have been listening, it's been very intense here on the True Conservative Radio program. We had an anonymous character call earlier. And they ended the call with "they're watching you," and said a lot of weird, ominous things. It was really this has been a really scary show, folks. Let me tell you, I don't know what the hell to say. I don't know what the hell to say, for heaven's sake. I'm just sitting here trying to have a decent, conversation with folk. I'm trying to spread some positive feedback to the people of the world out here, and here I am, I'm being surveyed. I don't know if it's government. I don't know what kind of chopper it is, but it sure as hell ain't no damn cop chopper. All right, and it sure as hell ain't no damn medical chopper. And even if it was, why is it hovering over my home? They're hovering over my home, and then they're going in a circle, and they're coming around again, and they're going in a circle, and they're still out there, and I can hear them. You know, people are saying to go record it. You know, are you kidding me? I mean, they could think I'd be putting a gat at them or something under surveillance and firebomb my house or some crap. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Anyway, I don't know if anything's going to happen to me. I don't know if I'm jeopardizing my safety by producing this program. But I think it's sick, you know. I mean, I think it's very precarious that, you know, I've actually got choppers, you know, hovering over my house for 30, 40 minutes at a time. I mean, isn't this a gross abuse of, you know, taxpayer money? I mean, if it is to surveillance me, I mean, you know, isn't this a gross abuse of taxpayer money and resources, for heaven's sake? I mean, you know that there's going to be at least 2 or 3 idiots in the chopper, you know, that they're getting paid to surveillance me. I mean, I feel insulted, you know? So, anyway, folks, I don't know what's going to happen, folks. All I'm trying to do is convey some positive thoughts and try to spark synapses in the brains of those that are out there that understand what's going on right now is not right. And the way to make it right is to go to the damn polls and unelect these power-hungry autocrat, bureaucrat bastards. You know, just take them out. And what I mean by that is going to the polls and electing some complete moron, all right? I mean, this doesn't need violence, all right? We don't need violence here, all right? And it's another reason. If I'm being surveilled, you know, under surveillance, you know, I've never advocated violence once, all right? Okay, maybe I said, you know, a few people need backhands. Okay, maybe I said, you know, a few people, you know, need a boot in their hole. But never did I ever justify any of this disgusting, all right? This disgusting crap that's being taken place on American soil by these Joe Stacks and that asshole that shot up the damn Pentagon and all these other crap. All right? Now, what I mean by going to the polls, everybody's asking, well, will we vote for somebody from a different party? How about voting for somebody from no party? How about voting for somebody that doesn't have a party affiliation, that only has a couple of $100 in their campaign contribution accounts? I'm talking about complete morons. I'm talking about the average everyday idiot that's got a hair up his ass and a couple of $100 to file the papers to run for office. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about electing morons. Because look at what these damn bureaucrats have done to us thus far. They have taken away our money and given it away to Wall Street. They have given it away to losers. You know, it's easier to be a loser. All right? It's easier to be a loser than it is a working man in this America, and it's a disgrace. It's an utter disgrace. We are promoting women who shit out kids, 5, 6, 7 different fathers, and we're actually giving them federal funds to do this. We're actually making baby-making into big business, for heaven's sake. So what I'm suggesting, folks, is we need to put people in office. All right? And maybe this is why I'm being under surveillance, folks. This is why, you know, you got choppers hovering over my house 30, 40 minutes at a time, you know, trying to intimidate me because, you know, there's a lot of bureaucrats that are not going to be happy with what I'm suggesting. And what I'm trying to do is start the ghost party, because the ghost party lives, damn it. All right? Even if I'm not around, even if, you know, if I'm not here, the ghost party will live on. And what is the ghost party? Well, you don't need to join anything. You don't need to pay any money. You don't need to go into some stupid rally and in front of some stupid monument and act like a jag-off. No. The only thing that you need to do is you need to realize one of two things. You need to realize that we, the people, and I'm talking about the American taxpayer, we, the people, have to do whatever is within our power to unelect these bureaucrats, all right? These bureaucrats in office, all right? Secondly, we, the people of the Ghost Party, want to limit the term limits of bureaucrats in office. What does that mean exactly? We want the congressmen, these little scumbag congressmen, to have no more than 2 terms. And the senators who are actually, elected to 6-year terms, for heaven's sake, they should only be serving 1 term. 1 6-year term for senator, 2 2-year terms for a congressman. And I'm telling you, folks, I think that we'll get a hell of a lot more done in this format, because anybody who wants to serve public office is going to actually have to accomplish something to get elected. And this also means that we don't have any more of these Joe Bidens and all these other liberal ass clowns who've been in the game for 30 or 40 years. We don't need professional bureaucrats, all right? We don't need professional dictators. What we need is statesmen. What we need is men and women of the people that are going to represent their constituency and not, point their finger and wave their finger in their constituency's face, claiming that they have the right answer. Now, remember, these are public servants, all right? That's what made our country so great. All right, there's some people that disagree with the 1-term senator, 2-term congressman, but look, the bottom line is we need to change the limits. We need to put some limits on these bureaucrats. I think it's sick that these assholes could stay in office for 30, 40 years and accumulate all these campaign contributions in a nice bank account and draw interest on it and only use a fraction each and every time they get election. They only, every time they get elected again, every time they run for re-election, they only use a fraction of that money. So where does all the other money go, folks? I've said this time and time again. It goes into their campaign contribution account. It stays there. It gains interest, and once they retire or once they're no longer in office or unelected, these scumbags actually can get this money tax-free and put it right into their personal banking account. Yeah, these damn scumbag politicians can take all the money. I mean, just imagine Barack Obama's war chest this past election. I mean, he almost raised $1 billion. And do you mean to tell me that Barack Obama's campaign actually used all $1 billion or close to $1 billion, whatever it was, 800 million, whatever the hell it was? Do you mean to tell me that they actually used all that money? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They used a fraction of it. And you want to know why I know? Because if advertising cost that much money, how can Coke stay in business? How can McDonald's stay in business? I mean, they got advertising every freaking day in every freaking medium. All right, so where's all that money going? What's going in, Barack Obama's pocket after he's no longer president? And that goes for every bureaucrat. I think that's sad, man. You get to rape the country and screw the American taxpayer, and then, you get to run off with tax-free money? I don't think so. So what I'm saying is that the Ghost Party, which is coming very soon, we got a lot of people that are really excited about it, all right? We got people posting up, YouTube videos about it. You got people writing blogs about it. You got people posting it on foreign posts. And I want to thank you very much, folks. We need to spread the word about the Ghost Party, because the bottom line is we need to unelect Each and every one of these idiots affiliated with a party. And I don't give a crap what party you are. I don't care if you're a Republican Party, the Democratic Party, the Pizza Party, the Libertarian Party, the Tea Party, the Coffee Party. We don't want it, all right? We don't want to have anything to do with it. We want to elect complete and utter morons with no campaign contribution accounts that get shocked because they win the election even though they didn't think they had a chance in hell. You know? They're shocked. They're shocked. And once they get in there, they have to become statesmen. They have to do the will of the constituency, folks. And that's what I try to convey on this program. That's why I'm risking my freedom, risking my life, risking my own existence on this earth to try to convey to you people that we need to start changing the way we think. We need to stop embracing this loser activity. We need to put Hollywood out of business. We need to stop embracing these dumb entertainers that are doing nothing but suggesting deviant, dangerous, violent activity. I mean, this is what we need to do, folks. And it'll be a great day, a great damn day, when these damn idiots in Hollywood are having to go into an unemployment line just like everybody else. You know? Scumbag assholes like Nicolas Cage can't go bankrupt even though they had, whatever, $100 million in their bank account.
Oh, it's so hard to live life. Oh, I'm Nicolas Cage. It was just $100 million. I just couldn't afford it.
Shut up. And as you can hear, folks, the chopper is coming around again. And for you folks that haven't been tuning in or just tuning in now, haven't been listening, for the past 30 minutes or so earlier in the program, we had a very precarious caller, an anonymous caller, call in and basically gave a lot of weird commentary, a lot of cynical commentary, and a lot of esoteric commentary, if I could say so myself. And then ended the conversation with, Ghost, they're watching you. And folks, lo and behold, I've got a chopper that has just been, circling my home for the past 30 minutes. And it's been hovering above my home, and then it does a circle and hovers above my home again. Huh? So, anyway, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm being under surveillance. I don't know if this is some sort of an intimidation tactic by the bureaucrats, Because let me tell you something, these bureaucrats are not happy with what I'm suggesting here, believe me. These bureaucrats don't want term limits. These bureaucrats don't want their parties to be elected out of office. Yeah? So anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and, 2 minutes left here in the program. I'm going to take cover, all right, and lock up tight out here. And please pray for me, folks. I do not know when I'm going to conduct another broadcast here on the Blog Talk Radio Network. This has been a very scary program, to say the least, folks. And I know there's a lot of people out here that are listening in the chat room that are very concerned about me, and I just wanted to say thank you very much for your concern. But you know what? I really don't give a crap. I mean, it hurts to wake up every morning, folks. It hurts to wake up every morning. It hurts to go out and watch these people sell their children out. I mean, they sold out their children. These damn baby boomer ass clowns sold out their children. They're selling them out and, dumping them in front of a boob tube, illegal. I shouldn't even go there. The bottom line is, folks, is that please pray for me. I don't know when I'm going to conduct another broadcast. Please add me to your Twitter following. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. And please send me an email. Send me some encouraging words. Ghostpolitics@yahoo.com is the official True Conservative email address. Ghostpolitics@yahoo.com. And folks, once again, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I still hear this chopper, floating around my home. I don't know if it's surveillance. I don't know if it's intimidation. But please, pray for me out there and support the Ghost Party. All right, spread it around like wildfire, because if they take me out, the conservative movement, or I shouldn't even say the conservative movement anymore, because there is no more conservative movement. These conservatives are even idiots, unfortunately. But the Ghost Party will live on. And I'm calling on you to join the Ghost Party. I'm calling on you to spread the Ghost Party around like wildfire. Do a YouTube video. Go out there and spread it around in the forum posts. Go out there and tell everybody about it, because we need mass amounts of people to go to the polls and unelect these damn idiots that have sold our country right from under us. Anyway, folks, I don't know when I'm going to do another broadcast. Please pray for me, all right? Thank you for tuning in with me. Long live the true conservative movement, and death to feminism.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.